Hello everybody, how are you? I'm Danica, if you don't know who I am, with Sassy Heart Designs. Tonight we are going to do some stencils with the Stencil Smith, so hop on in, grab something to drink, cozy up. We're going to be a minute, making something cute. When you hop on, say hey. If you don't see the live in the corner, that means you're catching the replay, so hashtag replay. Let's see if I can pull up some comments and stuff over here when people start to hop on. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Maureen. I guess I need to refresh over here because it is not working out. How are you? Thanks for hopping on, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun tonight. And I will change the camera angle when we're ready to get started here. Hey, there I am. There I am. Hey, Judy. Hey, April. How are you? Hello, hello. Look at, we have comments. I love that for us. Facebook's been working every time I hop on, which is not very often. There's a lot of light. I feel like there's too much light, and don't mind my crazy hair. This is my crafting hair, okay? Hello, Sandy. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Please, as you're just hopping on, be sure to sprinkle. If you don't know what sprinkle is, it's this right here. We do have a giveaway. So once you do this, pop it in the comments that you did it, and we will be giving away a super, super cute stencil tonight. These cute daisies. This is Stencil 9925 extra small. Look how cute those are. So that is the sprinkle giveaway for the evening. So please be sure to do that. And we appreciate you all doing that too. Hello, hello, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. I'm only going to wait just a second here because we have a lot to do tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to how I'm going to paint it too. I really don't have a plan, so we're going to fly by the seat of our pants. I have some things picked out, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. So we'll all be surprised together. Hello, hello, everybody. So please make sure that you do this. I'm going to get this, this camera flipped around and get you up higher. Thank you for sprinkling, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate that so much. Let me just put this over here. And then I'm going to get my camera positioned so that we can get started. Because like I said, there's much to do. Here's the stencil that we'll be using tonight. It is, and you'll see it better once I flip my camera, but this is super cute. Welcome Spring. I do have it in the description, and it is also on sale for 20% off at the Stencil Smith. 9353. This is an 11.25 inch. And it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. So I'm excited. And it comes in several sizes. So you could do big projects, small projects. And then, since I have so much to do, I'm going to probably miss a lot of comments. I promise I'll go back after the live and I'll catch them. April's in here, so she can answer a lot of stenciling questions as well. Hey, Jen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up the camera so I don't make you guys motion sick. I'm going to get you above me so we have a better angle, and then I will flip it. So let me see if I can get you covered up and not make you sick. And then we'll get you flipped like so. And that should be a little bit better angle. Hopefully you can see okay, you can hear okay. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I was really hoping I could find my chapstick. Can't find nothing in this room. Just nothing. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Do we like this angle a little bit better? Yes. Does that work out? Do we like it? My mom's on here. Hi, Mama. That's a surprise. All right, there we are. That's what we're going to get. Are you guys good with that? All right, my friends, let's get started. We have a lot to do. So this board, I have gone ahead and I have full framed. Hopefully you can see it okay. It looks dark. Is it dark? Do I need to zoom in a little bit? Is that a little bit better? How's that? Okay, so this is a wood painting panel from Hobby Lobby. Here is the tag from it, was $6.99. These do not go on sale when they have the yellow tag. That's the price you always pay. So it's 11 by 14. These are actually, if you're a Hobby Lobby shopper, I know not everybody is, but these are backed by the actual painting things, like the serious painting stuff. It's by Master's Touch. So it's a panel, so it's ready to hang. Let me just flip it around here so it's ready to go. These are really nice quality. They're smooth. There's no sanding required. And please don't mind the dog hair if you see any, because I'm covered in it. I was just snuggling with my dog, so there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and since I've already done, actually before I do that, hold on. I want to show you what the share giveaway is. If you're doing this and you're dropping it in the comments, hello everybody. Oh, you love the wood panels too. Go ahead and sprinkle, and this is the giveaway right here. These cute little daisies, 9925. It's an extra small, super cute. We'll do the drawing at the end of the live. So anyways, I went ahead and I full framed this out, got it painted. I painted it with baby pink, baby duck, and purple petal. These three colors, I just kind of brushed them on. And then I went ahead and used the garden border stencil on the edges here, on all the edges, just in white. So I thought that was super, super cute. So yeah, anyways, there's that. Anything else? Hello, hello. Just want to get caught up on comments here real quick before I go. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Aren't those daisies so cute, Bronwyn? Dog hair doesn't hurt a thing. And actually, I really hope, I have a really cool trick for you guys. If you get a brush bristle, say that 3 times fast, or a dog hair, a cat hair dried up in your paint, I have a really cool trick for you. So if that happens to us, stay tuned. Okay, my computer hates me. Why you gotta act like that? All right. Oh, you thought it was dragonflies? That's cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. So we're gonna concentrate on how to do those backgrounds. If you are in the paint and share group with the Stencil Smith, the snowman signs that I made with the backgrounds, and that's in my living room. I was going to grab it and bring it in here. I had many people message me or comment, and I even got some emails on how do you do that. So I wanted to show you all how I achieved that look, and just kind of give you a different idea of how you can do things. Just something fun to play with, because the possibilities are endless. Especially with all these stencils at the Stencil Smith. Oh, Bronwyn, I'm glad you're here too. Thank you so much for sprinkling, everybody. Thank you for sharing your evening with me. I appreciate that. If you're not following me, Sassy Heart Designs by Danica, please feel free to do so. I am trying to get my life in order over here and I'm going to try to do more lives. I said that last time. I swear, I'm trying to get my YouTube set up and ready for me to start loading videos and stuff like that. So So we'll see if I did that right. I'm going to try and load tonight's video onto my YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, give me a follow, and if you don't mind, if you want, if you enjoy what you see, I guess, and we'll try to get our life in order over here. All right, so just like that, I'm just using my masking tape to tape off what I've already painted. Now you just want to make sure that you get all these pushed down really well so your paint doesn't bleed. It probably will bleed a little bit because I use quite a bit of paint for my backgrounds, but it's fine. It's fine. I understand. All right. All right, so I think for the background, what we're going to do is we're going to use some warm white. And then I wanted to keep it like Eastery, jelly beanie kind of colors, I suppose. This is as close to mint as I have, and it's a matte, a folk art matte. It's soft apple. We're going to use these two. We're just going to see what happens. So we'll just use both of these. And really, my focus tonight is going to be on this background. Like, we're going to do the main design, the stencil that's on sale, which, since this Welcome Spring stencil, 9353, this is the one that will be on sale. But we will concentrate and get that done, but I'm really going to put my focus into the backgrounds for you guys. So let's load up some paint here. Wow, should come out with a fury. Let me move this over a little bit. Try to be in the camera. Sorry about that. Good thing we didn't start yet, huh? All right. I'm using all Stencil Smith brushes tonight, I think. So this is the base painter brush. I absolutely love it. It's so wonderful. If you don't have it, you're missing out. It's a beautiful brush. You don't think brushes make a difference until you get some real good ones, and Stencil Smith has really good ones. Thank you for sprinkling. They really do have the cutest names for their paint, don't they? It does make you happy to use it. You're right about that. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're just going to go on an angle, and this doesn't matter. This part don't matter, okay? However you want to paint it on, experiment a little bit with different things and kind of see how it goes. But I'm just going to go at an angle. And these folk art paints, these mattes, they are very thick. So I just use a mister bottle just to thin it out just a little bit, just so it kind of flows. I don't know if you can see in the camera like how much this brush just, it makes everything so smooth. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So we are going to just keep going back and forth here. I'm leaving my corners open on purpose over here. And I always start in the middle, so the bulk of my paint is in the middle, and then it's not as heavy when I get up by my tape. So I'll be less likely to get bleeds under my tape. I usually do anyways, whatever, it's fine. But I thought this would be a fun color to use because it'll kind of look like the bunny and chick will be sitting like in a grassy field or something. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm not going to wipe off my brush or anything. I'm just going to dip into my white. I'm going to dab off a little bit of it, and I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to blend. Look at what that brush does. Look at that. That's like no effort. Isn't that amazing? This is the base painter brush. Isn't that gorgeous? It's flawless, flawless. So that's what that brush looks like. It's 2 inches. It's beautiful. You should give it a try sometime. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. Now, if you come up and it's starting to dry on you a little bit and it doesn't want to blend, just give it a little spritz. And she'll blend right up for you. Just a little bit, not too much. Just kind of keep going back and forth, back and forth. Just like that. And we are going to be using so many stencils tonight that I probably won't do a show and tell of stencils at the end, because you're going to get a show and tell on stencils like the entire night. So, just going to put that out there. So I've not wiped off my brush or anything. I'm just kind of making sure that I got to all my edges. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know, we're going to be stenciling and stuff, so it's fine. It's fine. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and if you're new to stenciling, I'm going to try, I know many people in here are not, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to cover everything I'm doing, just in case there's somebody that doesn't know how to do things. But this is a damp paper towel in a Ziploc baggie. I'm just going to go ahead and put this brush in here, even though I'm not going to use it again. This is one of my favorite brushes, and I don't want it to like dry up, and I also don't want it to sit in a cup of water. I want to be able to just wash it out. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick it in this baggie. It won't dry up, and it'll sit there and wait for me to be ready to wash it. I also do that with my stencil brushes. All right, let's give this a quick dry. I'll look at comments while it's drying. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right. I'm running out of space. Here is, like I told you, we're going to do stencil show and tell throughout this. So the edges of my board are done with this Garden Borders stencil. If you didn't see that when I first showed it. So all the way around the edge. This one is super cute. It's not on sale, but it's $8.77. It's a size of medium, and it's Garden Borders, and they're so cute. Also, here is the sprinkle giveaway while I'm trying to get my life in order over here. So keep sprinkling, and we'll draw the name at the end. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's go. All right, I have a few stencils picked out. Let's play. This one, 9424, and this is an extra small. Oh, you love the swishes, the diagonal swishes. Thank you. Yeah, don't be afraid to play. It's just paint, right? Just paint. All right, so I love this. I think this is so cute. I also have another project done with tonight's on sale stencil, the Welcome Spring stencil, and I'll show you at the end. And I also use this one in that project as well. So, yeah, I love it, but we're going to use it a little different tonight, I think. So I just want to make sure I'm coming up here. I'm not going to use all of this. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. So we're going to use do I want to use this one? Yeah, we'll use this one. This is a 1/2 inch stencil brush. We're just going to dip it in a little bit of that warm white, just like that. Just get a little bit of paint on there, and then I offload it on a shop towel. And I'm going to offload like crazy. This first layer that you're going to put into your background, you want to do it super light, super, super light. They do look like dragonflies. I love daisies too. They're so pretty. And I'm not going to tape it down. I'm just going to kind of hold it. And you're not going to be able to see it very well up in this light color, which I understand. But we're barely putting any color on, okay? Barely. Like you just, it's so faded into that background, you almost got to look for it. Okay? We're just going to do a little bit. Okay, I'm going to come out a little bit more, I think. All right, let's put a little more paint on there, offload really well. Come over here. And I'm not pushing down hard on the stencil brush. I'm just lightly swirling. Let's see if that gave us a little more. Okay, gave us a little highlights. Let's do that in a couple other places here. Let's do it on this one too. So pressure is really going to show you. Oh, looks like this one wanted to come and play too. So let's do this one. If you use a little bit smaller brush, then you won't have to deal with that. Okay, I'm all right with that. So you can barely see it. Sorry about the dog hair. And then maybe we'll come over here and do a few as well. Let's just do a little bunch over here. So same thing, gonna load up my brush, offload it really well. And then just swirl super light, just light. We want it to be very light, this layer. Let's keep going this way. I'm not going to go too far up because I've got something for that corner. Maybe we'll do a little bit, whoops, down here. I think I'm just going to do these three. Well, that bunny's going to be there too. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's get an idea. You can always lay your stencil down and see what you're going to be working with here. All right, so I think I'm going to do these two right here. I didn't even pick up any more paint, just using what's on my brush. Super light. And we'll do this one. Okay, so you see how absolutely faded out that is. That's what you want for your first layer. Whatever you're using, you want it to be super light. Make sense? Hold, please. Yep, hold, please. Okay. I'm so sorry if I'm missing comments. I really don't like this laptop. Yes. Isn't that stencil so cute? All right. I'm going to try to keep going. I don't want to keep you guys here all night. It's going to be, this is already going to be long. Okay. Now, let's see. I have this crackle. I thought crackle might look kind of cool somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I'm thinking for this corner, where'd the stencil go? I'm thinking that this one, was it this one? No, was it? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm arguing with myself. Hello, welcome to my show. Welcome. Yeah, this one. Okay. This is the one. All right, so what we're gonna do is not do this leaf. I don't really want to go too far into where the chick is. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Everybody keep sprinkling. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's just kind of pull that over. Tape is still down, so we're safe. Like nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this green. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the same brush. Are you getting any dog hair stuck yet? Oh, I do have a hair stuck right here. Let me show you. So what I do when you find a brush bristle or a hair stuck in your paint, you just erase it. Now I don't know if you can see that this is working on camera, but you just swirl it with a pencil eraser and it comes right out. That's it. It's that simple. Okay. So we're going to take a little bit of white and a little bit of green. And we're going to make a lighter green. That looks pretty good. We're going to offload. I'm going to try a little piece over here and see what that looks like. See if I like that. I guess, but I need to offload more. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. If we don't like it, it's fine. At least the bunny and the chick will save it, right? And I'm just gonna really lightly and really quickly go over this whole thing in the light green. The whole point of it is to not be able to see these first few layers really well, like just barely. And we weren't gonna do that leaf, right? So I'm gonna stay away from that. It'll just be a vine. Okay, let's see what that did. Okay, so you can kind of see, I don't know how well you can see on the camera. Let me see. You can kind of see it playing into this part as well, which I love that. I love it. Is that a hair? Is it? What is this? It is not a hair. What is it? It's a mark of some sort. Oh, it works for marks too. Look at that. That's a hair. Good Lord. I shouldn't have cuddled my dog before I came on. But he was so cute. All right, so there's that. So then I'm going to get my stencil back out. Take a look, see where we're at. So the butterfly is going to go up in this floral section. That's going to be really cool. That's going to be really neat. Okay, so we need something. I want something in this corner, so let's find that. Okay, so this was Stencil as part of our show and tell experience. 10342, extra small, and this is option E because this is a set. There's a whole bunch of different ones and they're all gorgeous. Okay, and I'll make sure that I tag all of these too. Once again, here's the giveaway for sprinkling at the end of the video, so keep doing that. Let's put a flower down here. I kind of want to put a flower. Do we want to do that? All right, think. I actually kind of want to do this. I don't know if I want to do those big old flowers. I kind of want to do this. I am so sorry I'm missing comments. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hopping on. Thank you, Susan. Ooh, bird, Kathy. Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. You don't know anything about stenciling? Well, feel free to ask any question. All the girls in here will be so happy to help. We all have our ways of doing things, and we have the best pointers for you. So what do we want to do? I feel like I'm drawn to this viney thing right here. Let's do this. Okay, so is that light? Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is lighter down here, I'm just going to go ahead and dip right into this green. So I know I seem like I'm kind of a mess. It's because I am. There's really no rhyme or reason to this, really, other than you start out light and you're building up the background, okay? So you don't want anything to be too dark because you don't want it to take away from your main design that you're putting on your board. So you're going to start super light, which I usually do a really super dry coat of white. Then I move to the color, or maybe a little bit lighter, of my background. And then I'll do something small in a brighter white. So it kind of looks like there's things in the distance and there's things in the forefront. And it just really adds a lot of interest, I think. Now, you might not like that, and that's okay. You don't have to. I love that. That's really cute. Everybody talking about that they have warm weather. Don't make me cry, okay? Because it is not warm here. I'm so over winter. I'm just over it. All right. Well, this wasn't in my plans. It really wasn't, to use this little leafy thing. But how cute is that? Once again, this is 8777. Okay, 8 with 3 sevens. Okay, it's a size medium, and it's so cute. Let's dip into some green, and then we're gonna offload our brush. This is the trick to not getting bleeds. If you're getting bleeds, you have too much paint on your brush, or you're pushing too hard. So you just want to make sure that you're really offloading that brush. And I just kind of hold my stencil down as I go. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, let's see where we're at. All right, so that's going to go in the ear a little bit. That's fine. He's fine. Okay. I don't mind that. All right, let's work on some brighter, like a few brighter pieces. So those would actually be here. You know what we could do? We could get this going in white and let it dry for our base, for our undercoat of our design. And then I'll have a good idea of where I can pull the brighter stuff from. Look how perfect that is. That corner piece, that corner floral piece is going to fit right in between the two of them. That wasn't even planned. I love that. I love it when things work out. Okay, what am I missing? April, thank you for answering questions I'm missing. I feel bad. Oh, the snowman. Yeah, he's the snowman one. He's just in my living room. I can grab it right quick, but let's, I'll do that at the end. My living room is just on the other side of this room, so it'll only take me a second to grab it. Okay, so anyway, so now we've got our really faint whites. Okay, this was there's some darker highlights in it. I'm not mad at this. I don't think it needs a whole lot more. Maybe just a few little brighter pops of something. It could be flowers. We could do our daisies. We could do like the giveaway. Or we could do, I really like these flowers. We could do a couple of these. I really like these flowers right here. Let's do that. Where'd my brush go? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to offload I'm going to do these a little bit brighter. These little pops of color. Okay, I'm going to have to grab a different brush. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the baggie so the brush doesn't dry up. Grab a little bit smaller brush. This is a 3/8. All my brushes are Stencil Smith brushes. They make a difference. That's not a joke. That's for real. And we're going to do a really bright flower right here. See what that looks like. This is what's giving your background dimension now. Okay, so you can see just the different layers starting to appear. That's a cute flower. Oh my goodness. Let's do one of these. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Oh my goodness. Am I in frame? Oh, you can see through my glasses. That's fun. The video's just catching up, so I can see how silly I'm being with the camera. All right, let's go ahead and put, well, I don't want to do a flower in every corner, so let's be a little more, let's go here. Just like this. And then that makes 3. Let's do another one of these. Let's do it like right here. I'm going to do 5. I like to do odd numbers. Again, I'm offloading. Oh, that's cute. I think it needs another one up here somewhere. Where's that bunny sitting again? How are we doing on time? 7:30? Okay. Feeling pretty good about it. All right, so we could do one right there. That'll be cute. So anyways, it gives you an idea of how to build the dimension, I hope. I hope you're getting a good idea of how to build it up. Okay, we're going to stick with that for now. We're going to stick with that. That looks pretty good, I think. Pretty good. Okay. Wow, I'm missing all sorts of comments here. I will grab that snowman sign. Thank you, April. Hey, Janelle. Thank you for all the shares. Thanks for being here, you guys. This is awesome. So much fun. And April, thank you for asking me to be in the spotlight. I appreciate that so much. I do have the stencil linked in the description, and you can use my code SassyHeart to save an additional 15% on the stencil we're using tonight that's on sale, as well as additional stencils that you might throw in your cart. So it's a good time to shop. And the stencil tonight, the bunny rabbit stencil, this one, will be on sale for tonight and all day tomorrow. So let's go ahead and do a base coat. So you want to make sure that your colors really pop, you're going to want to do a base coat. Unless you have a really light background, then you don't need to so much. But we're going to need to because this is green. We don't want green to kind of bleed through everything. So we're going to move this. What I'm looking at is my P and the G are really on the edge of that tape. We don't want a stencil on the tape. We want a stencil on the board. So we're going to go ahead and tape this down, and I'm going to go ahead and do everything in white. And we're going to use a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and use chalk paint for this one, just because I think it's a little bit better coverage. These brushes make a real big difference, so it's a good good thing to add to cart if you want to go ahead and try for free shipping. You know, good brushes are an investment, but if you take good care of them, they'll last you a really long time. There is an actual brush cleaner available on the website as well. I'm just dipping and offloading. It's a cleaner and like a brush conditioner, and it really makes your brushes stay nice and soft and not crunchy. I have one brush, and it was my fault. I don't know exactly what I did to it, but I abused it, and she's a little crunchy. So I've just spent every time, I still use it. It's still usable. I've really been putting it in that brush cleaner that April has on our website. Every time I use it after I'm done, I'm cleaning it, and she's starting to come back to life. I really don't know what I did to it, but I've been really careful with my brushes ever since because, like I said, they're an investment, you know. I'm not going to do the wording. This is the stencil that is on sale tonight and tomorrow, the Welcome Spring. It's going to be so, so cute. So we're just doing the base coat so that the colors pop. That's another thing that you'll see around in my craft room a lot. Besides dog hair, you will see lots of glitter because I am a glitter lover. And I just had the glitter out working on a sign the other day, so it's all over the place. She's making herself known. I haven't been able to share it in the paint and share yet because I'm really struggling with it, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to win. All right, so that's going to be black. I don't need to base that. Let's go ahead and base this butterfly. Let's give that a quick dry. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Just doing the centers. Good enough, I think. Good enough. Let's go ahead and give that a quick dry. Yes, newbies. We love the new people. We love the forever people. We love everybody. Thank you for being here. I really don't like to dry over my stencils. Not with my heat gun. If I had a hair dryer in here, it'd be a totally different story, but my heat gun gets so warm. So you guys are getting spoiled tonight. I normally do not lift my stencil. Hey Sarah, how are you? So I'm being extra generous tonight. Oh my goodness. I'm a goofball. I'm sorry. Isn't it so nice? I absolutely love all these like pinks and purples, and Alicia's live. I'm like, oh, I'm loving that. Love, love, love. Okay, let's go ahead and do, oh, we have to do a purple butterfly too, don't you think? Would that be so pretty? I love pastels too, Kathy. So nice. We're going to go ahead and do baby duck. We want this baby duck chick, this baby chick, to match our border. And that's the whole reason why I went with that border. Boy, that's going to take forever. Let's go ahead and use this big old brush. Oh, this is the crunchy one. Is it? No. Okay, all right. I don't think the crunchy brush is crunchy anymore. I can't feel any crunchiness. See? I'm telling you. All right, we're going to go ahead and offload. This is the baby duck going on the baby chick. Is he a baby? And I'm just gonna hold the stencil down, go along these edges. He's gonna need a couple coats. That's okay. And just swirl that brush around on your towel. You don't want to keep going back over your wet paint because then it's just going to move the paint around and it's not going to add anything. So you're working in very light layers. Okay, let's let that dry. I'm going to pull out some black too. Let's go ahead with some black chalk paint. Just need a little bit. We don't need much. Oof. Come on out. Come out and play. I'm just going to use this little tiny brush, 1/4 inch. A little bit of black. We're going to do our little flight pattern for the butterfly. And once we get this part done, if that background needs anything, then we can add it. I don't think it will. I mean, it's all personal preference, right? But I think she's gonna be good. Let's go ahead and do these in black, or the letters in black. Offload. And I always, when I bring my brush back after I load it, I'm always very light-handed, just in case you didn't offload enough. I'm very light-handed when I come back for the first few swirls, just to make sure I don't have too much paint on there. Very light-handed. Bleeds happen to all of us. It just happens, but you just want to try your best to not, right? Because it's a lot easier to not have to do all the corrections. Pretty much anything can be fixed, though. It's just paint. Don't be scared of it. It's just paint. All right. It looks pretty good, actually. Let's hit this, couple of these. Look how easy that is. We're almost done. We're almost done. Oh no. All right. I promise I'm going to go back and read all your comments later on after I get all this done and stuff. I'm so sorry. All right, what color should we do our bunny? Should we do a white bunny? Should we do a brown bunny, like a tan bunny? We're going to go ahead and use this purple petal on our butterfly. Yet again, it pulls in our border, our faux frame, because it's one of the colors. And this is my favorite size brush, 1/4 inch. I love these little ones. We're just going to go ahead and make it a purple butterfly. I feel like this will be a really fun one to shade and highlight too. I think they'll be really pretty. You want a gray bunny? Light pink, gray, gray, gray. Y'all, okay? The people have spoken. All right, and then we do have an overlay for him where he'll have like little pink feet and stuff too. So, all right, we're doing gray. We're going to do a slate gray so that I can go ahead and float his low lights. Why am I saying low light? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Let's grab this guy. 5/8. He's not crunchy, so we're gonna roll. We're gonna dip and swirl. Now I'm not gonna offload this a whole bunch because I have a lot of space to cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start in the center and then just kind of work the centers here. So what I'm doing is offloading the brush onto the painting, right? I don't know, this brush might be a little too big for me. Offload. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm a lot more comfortable with a smaller brush. Let's see. This is gonna be a real small brush because I should really figure this out right now. I know I need more of a certain brush. I think I'm gonna get more 1/2 inchers. I really do. All right, this one's white. I think we'll use this 1/2 incher. Yeah, that's better. I'm much more comfortable with a smaller brush. I don't know how that happened. Just like I don't know, something about the big brushes. I feel like I don't have as much control. And I think it's because I don't work on anything super large. Everything's usually pretty small. So I'm just swirling in this gray. Dipping and offloading. We're going to do 2 coats on him. Gosh, even though that doesn't look terrible. We're going to let that dry. He's going to be fun to shade. Because I can do it with a darker gray. That's going to be fun. I don't know if I'll have time to do that on the live or not, though. Because the whole point was the backgrounds this time. Why is this computer not? Do you really, Sandy, you're the same way, huh? That's good to know. I'm glad it's not just me. I thought maybe I was just being kind of funny about it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's do another coat on this little baby chick. And then he should be good to go because he has a base coat. So it should be beautiful just as is. Let's go ahead and do that butterfly one more time. Boom, just like that. Look how fast this goes. Isn't this fun? Oh, thank you for showing up, Julie. It's okay that you're late. It's all good, girl. We're just moving and grooving over here. For the people that are hopping on late, this is the Stencil Welcome Spring. I have it in the description. And then this is the share giveaway. The little daisies. Aren't they cute? It's a little, so this would be a great one for a background if you want to try this technique. And if you do, please share it in the Paint and Share with the Stencil Smith, the group, because I would really love to see, people's interpretations of this technique. It's a lot of fun. Don't be scared of it. If you do something you don't like, all you do is just paint over it. Don't be scared of it at all. Just go for it. He looks good too. I don't mind some variation. Now, if you watch Alicia's live, she was doing her feathers with the angled brush. You can also do fur with an angled brush. You can also do it with the rake brush in that. All of those brushes are also available, on the website too. So you can get all the brushes you need to make cool things. But you can definitely do a furry rabbit. I'm going to choose not to tonight. My backup project that I'll show you later, I did choose the rake brush to make them a little furrier. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. Let's hold this and only pull up one side and see where we're at. I like that. All right, let's take the tape off. And let's take the tape off. Well, I think we're pretty good around the edges too. We can probably remove that, don't you think? Backgrounds and patterns are so much fun to play with, April. Oh, the possibilities. There's just not enough hours in a day, right? So let's go ahead and peel our tape just so we have a better understanding of what we're up against. Boy, she's definitely Eastery. There's no doubt about that. Not at all. I didn't want to put anything here on the full frame because it's already going to be busy in the background. I feel like he could have used something here. We might have to work on that. Might have to work on that. We'll see. I don't know. See, I'm the type of person, if it's not overdone, then it wasn't made by me. I always say that. So I have a tendency to overdo things. So yeah, maybe it's just not completely overdone. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Sarah. Love the reveals, Vicky. I do too. I'm always like, when I watch people, I'm like, oh, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Give us a peek, give us a peek. And I never give you guys a peek when I work. I'm mean like that. Okay. You know, we got a little bleed. We got a little bit. I must have got a little carried away. I'm going to show you how I take care of my bleeds because I don't think I've shown anybody yet. Baby duck. Yes, that is the yellow color, baby duck, even though it's a chicken. That's right. April, it's the truth. If it's not overdone, it's not done by me. Okay, let's take care of the, this is how I take care of bleeds. If you're not comfortable with this, please don't do it. Do it the way you know how. But I just get my X-Acto knife and I ever so lightly scrape off just that top layer. I'm not putting any pressure on that blade, okay? Not any pressure. None. I'm just scraping it, and I'm only scraping in one direction and very lightly because I obviously don't want to dig into the wood. I don't want to dig into that background I just worked so hard on, right? It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be better than having a big old bleed blob. Don't go for perfection. This is hand painted. There can be some flaws. But just try to clean it up a little bit. Is that a hair? No, don't make me break up my eraser. Let's get this white bleed right here. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's bugging me. Okay, so just like that. That's how I take care of my bleeds. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using the X-Acto, please don't. I don't want anybody cutting themselves because I told them to use their X-Acto to scrape paint. I would feel really bad. Okay, so that's where we're at that. Now, sorry, I'm trying to move along because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. I have these amazing brushes, again, from the Stencil Smith. I'm going to go ahead and squirt my Mr. bottle on it and dab it off just to get those bristles a little damp. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in here with some white and then some gray with this liner brush. White and then gray. I'm just going to fill in this gap. And this is the number 2. We're just going to fill in this gap right here. Just to that edge. And then just to this edge. Because obviously you're not going to see grass through his body. So we just want to fill that in. But because I based it white, I need to do this part white so it all kind of matches. I actually might do a little bit darker gray here. So we'll let that dry. It's going to look goofy for a minute. It's fine. That looks okay. Let's go ahead and, okay, these brushes I don't mess with. When I'm done, I clean them. The end. I don't mess with these brushes at all either. These brushes have to stay good. So I rinse them immediately and then I dry them. And then they go back. We're going to grab a little bit smaller one so we can close the bridges on the Welcome Spring. Again, I'm just going to dampen those bristles. And that black is starting to dry up a little bit, so we'll just put a few droplets of water there. And then we'll close these bridges real quick because there's not many. And this is the 0, size 0. You have mini sanders? Oh yeah, I've seen those on Amazon. I bet those are awesome. I had them in my cart for the longest time. Do you love them? I love little tiny things too. I feel like those would be right up my alley. So we're just going to close the bridges. You don't have to do this, but I like to. And it's pretty watered down, so I'm going to have to go over it again because I watered it down too much. But that's going to be good enough for now. You get an idea of how to close your bridges. I can't really see very well. Like I usually have to have my face like right over top of it when I'm doing this. So I'll clean them up a little bit when I'm done later off live. All right, so those bridges are closed. Rinse the brush. Keep these brushes good, it's important. Okay. Let's go ahead with let's do the overlay and then we'll fill in those foots. Oh my goodness. Look at them come to life. Isn't that fun? Okay, now we're going to have to hit this with some white as well. Because if I did these feet and just orange, then these are the parts that are over the yellow are going to be a different color than the part that's over the green. So we'll go do a coat of white just to make sure everything looks uniform. That looks good. That's easy. Easy peasy. Tape that down. Overlays are so fun. They bring everything together. I love it. All right, we have a white brush going in here, don't we? We have gray. That's what we did, wasn't it? We used the, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Well, just, what do you have here? I'm just going to do white. It's fine. Offload. And go. Light-handed, because evidently I was being a little heavy-handed and got bleeds. I don't need to do the eyes because those will be black. These are going to be pink, so we got to make sure these are done. Pink. And let's see, his eyes will be black, so we'll just do this. I probably didn't have to do the beak because orange over yellow works, but it's fine. It's fine. Are we having fun? 8 o'clock. Oh my goodness. All right, there's that. A little bit of gray. It's fine. It's just a base layer. It's fine. All right. I know the overlays are so much fun. It's just when everything really just starts to come together and you're like, woo, I'm doing good. All right. That's going to bug me. That's really going to bug me right there. Because I'm a picky pants. I'm just going to sand this a little bit. I don't like seeing that line. So these little sanders you can get on Amazon, little finger sanders, or I don't know what they're called. Anyways, I just don't, and this isn't going to entirely get rid of it either, but it does help a little bit. It just bugs me. Let's see what that did. Probably not much. Let's just see. Yeah, that's better. Smoothed it out a little bit anyway, so. Yeah, I don't like to see that paint line. It just bugs me so much. Let's do another coat here and here. I want that pink to be popping on this bunny. Just popping. There we go. Shading and details are my favorite. I find myself rushing through the paint process because I'm so eager to get to the highlighting and the shading. It's wild. Okay. I haven't showed you the giveaway. Does anybody need to see? This is the sprinkle giveaway. If you haven't sprinkled, please go ahead and do so. We're gonna do a winner at the end of the live. Sorry if I'm a broken record, but just in case somebody didn't see, let's use the same pink we used here, the baby pink, because then maybe, since we're using all the colors from the faux frame, maybe I'll just kind of make more sense. Because right now it doesn't look like it makes a whole lot of sense. So let's go ahead. That feels pretty dry. And we're going to use a 3/8 brush. We're going to offload. Oh, this might be the brush I wrecked. It's fine. Still works. Yeah, see, this is the brush that I did something to this brush. We're still working on her. It's not as bad as it was, but we're still working on it. This one's a lot better. Be very kind to your brushes. That happened on the last live that I did with the Stencil Smith. I had that crunchy brush and she was leaving stuff. I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing. I don't know what that is. Don't mind me. Isn't it the cutest bunny? Once he's shaded and stuff too, it'll be so cute. I love him. I can't wait to show you guys the other one I did too. He's really cute with his fur. You can do it either way. All right, let's let that dry. We'll go ahead and move on to, let's do some eyeballs and what else? Whatever else needs to be black. When I float him, I'm probably going to do Gray Storm because it's just a shade darker than this other gray. The slate gray is what I used on him. So I'll shade him in Gray Storm. That'll be cool. Alright, just a little bit of black paint. Offload. And do the eyeballs. I don't know why I'm using this big old brush when I have the micro brush. Okay, so we can let those dry and we can add a little dot in the center of them, a little highlight dot, so they'll really come to life. Alright, so now we need orange. We need orange. Oh, how about, let's do, I like this one. I like Warm Sunset. Warm Sunset. Let's offload that. Am I still on camera? I'm not even paying any attention. Offload. Beacon feet. Beacon feet. Just a quick little swirl about, reload, offload, swirl. It's so fast. This is why I really enjoy stenciling, because it looks like $1 million and it didn't take all day to do it, you know? I love that. All right, we'll let that dry. Let's do another coat of pink. Wow, my baggie's really full. Do another coat of pink. 2 coats should be fine because we based it with the white. Might need a little more paint on my brush. Yeah, dang it. I know, I can't wait for the reveal either. So I hope, did the background make sense to everyone? Did anybody have any questions that I missed on that? I promise I'm going to pay attention to the comments for a minute. Do you have any questions? Does it make sense? Does anybody like think they're going to try it? Do we love it? I'll grab that snowman too, if I remember at the end. All right, we got all of our other coats on. I think that's going to be okay. All right, let's go ahead and reveal while I'm waiting for comments to pop up. I hope I was able to teach somebody something on these. That's what I love. Aw, look how cute. Let's fix his feet. I'm just gonna paint him gray for right now, and then when I go in and do my shading and float it, I'll probably float over that spot. That's probably how that's gonna go down. So he's gonna look a little janky in the feet. What time is it? Yeah, I won't be able to shade this time. But we can definitely maybe do that in the future. Maybe I can pick something a little bit smaller project, and we can work on floating and stuff. It's really a lot of fun. So I will float a darker color on this edge to make that pop out from the bunny. Make sense? Isn't he so cute? I love him. So while I'm doing this, let me just, if you are new to the Stencil Smith, they are based out of Ohio. Pete and April own it, and obviously April's in the comments. They are amazing. They ship super fast. They have the best customer service. They have thousands upon thousands of stencils that come in different sizes. They're cut to order, so nothing's ever out of stock, which is pretty amazing. Everybody agrees that everything about them is phenomenal, and if you haven't given them a try, please do. And just a reminder, my code SassyHeart will save you 15%. You just add that code to your cart when you're getting ready to check out. There will be a little spot that says coupon code. And make sure you join Paint and Share with the Stencil Smith. It's a Facebook group with a bunch of talented people in it. It's so much fun to see everybody's work. So many really cool projects and really cool, nice human beings in that group. I love it too. So did we see the edges? Has everybody seen the edges? And I'll make sure when we post the finished product that I post all the sizes and stencil numbers and everything tomorrow, so that you have all your information in one spot. I'm keeping all my paints together so you know exactly what colors I used. But yeah, so we will shade here. I'm going to highlight. One thing we can do right quick, because we do have a few minutes, is a dotting tool would be fantastic. Yeah, he does need shaded. It's going to be so pretty though, isn't it? Yeah, I will shade that in a little bit deeper purple. It'll be cute. my favorite part. Had I not concentrated so hard on the background stuff tonight, then I would have had time to, I don't know where my dotting tool is. That's bizarre. I would have had time to be able to show you how to shade and stuff. That's so, oh, there it is. Is that it? That's it. Oh, silly. Silly, silly. All right, so I have my dotting tool. I'm just going to dip in white. I'm just going to do a little dot. Boop, right there. Boop. Oh, that wasn't enough. It's drying up. Boop. 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 Okay, that's not working out. Let's grab some more. Paint's drying up fast tonight. All right, that looks a little better. Boop. And you have to make the boop sound when you do it because it's special. Oh, thank you, Janelle. That's really sweet. All right, let's do a couple little boops here. Boop. Boop. It's a little bit bigger, so let's go back over that one. Boop. Too cute. All right, I don't like the left eye bunny. Good enough. Look at, they have like little, aww. All right, what time is it? 8:16. We got time to, okay, so let me show you. So these little tiny micro brushes, these are the 1/8 inch. I love these things since I just had to pour out more white for those eyeballs. I like to do my highlights in dry brush form. So, let's get rid of this napkin. It's driving me nuts. It's soaked. So let's go ahead and I never plugged in my phone. I should probably check and see, check and see where I'm at. We're at 54. It's good. Okay. So same thing, like you're going to stencil. Offload your brush. Just offload it. And then I just like to dry brush my highlight. So we'll highlight them. We won't be able to shade them, but we can highlight them a little bit. And I love these brushes for highlighting. And if you mess this part up, you know, if you don't like how it's looking, then you just grab a little bit more pink and go over it. No big deal. Can't really mess it up too much. Let's do a little bit of lightness on his nose. I'm just creating a little bit of depth. A little bit in the pads of his feet. Definitely do a little highlighting. Oh, I bet they did, Judy. I bet. These brushes are amazing, aren't they? They're good for everything. And I like that you can kind of rinse them out and just keep using them. Like these are the stencil brushes you can use after you clean them because they're so little they dry. So you see how I got a little heavy-handed there? Let's just pick up a little pink. And I'll show you what I mean. Just kind of go back over it and just kind of blend it in. And poof, it's fixed. No big deal. No big deal. Just really, really want to offload a lot though when you're doing this, more than I'm doing. So yeah, so there's a little bit of, you can kind of do the same thing here. Like I kind of like to do like the whole center. And if you get too carried away, then you just kind of go over it with a little bit lighter orange. But remember what I said, if it's not overdone, then I didn't make it. So overdoing it's the name of my game. And I don't mind going a little heavy-handed and then going back over it with maybe even a different, like a brighter orange color. That looks cool too. It's still a highlight, you know. Just kind of, just adding some dimension and depth. Just a little bit of something extra special. So yeah, I'll do the same thing here. I'll do the butterfly, you know, all the things. This part I could just do all day. I could just get carried away for days on this stuff because I love it. It's my favorite. This is the fun part. So yeah. Anyways, there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and stop on him for now. I will work on him some more tonight so that I can get a picture over to April and get him posted. I'll also post him. So she'll post in the Paint and Share, and then I'll post on my business page also. But yeah, that is the project. Too cute. I also wanted to show you. I'm going to pull you out of the holder here without making you sick. So if you get motion sickness, I'm moving very slow. Get a little closer. So yeah, there's that. And then I made another one. So this is with the rake brush. This is a clay bow, but you can see I did another crazy background with butterflies. There's tonight's giveaway. So I just kind of added a little highlight and stuff and some grass with an angle brush. So that shows you a different way that you can use that stencil. And then I did another little matching piece, and he's made with Model Magic. And then the bow and the flowers are oven baked clay. And then this is just the stencil, but it's outlined. The Rosa stencil. The daisies are darling on that one, huh? Yeah, I thought it was really good. But yeah, so I made him furry, and you can see how I'm going to do his feet. So you can see here that, oops, sorry. That's how I'm going to do that too. So anyways, that's that. I really don't want to keep you guys all night. The fluffy bunny's good, huh? Oh, I was going to grab the snowman. Hold on, let me grab that right quick before we go. So this is the snowman, which is going to be backwards now because I flipped it, but this is the background that kind of had. And this was like 3 different colors in the background and a few different stencils. So you can see I used the white, really light. I used the light pink, and then I used a darker white just to kind of layer it. So there it is. So yep, get those sprinkles in. I feel like I forgot to mention a lot of stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you being here. April, I appreciate you for letting me take your page hostage. It was a lot of fun. I love doing these. I hope you learned something. I'll go back through the comments and make sure that I didn't miss questions and stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jen. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. All right, she's good. April's gonna go ahead and spin the wheel. So thank you to everybody that sprinkled. This is tonight's giveaway. Thank you, Angelia. I appreciate that. I appreciate all follows. Thank you so much. Kathy, Nogle. I'm not even going to try to mess that one up. Congratulations, Kathy. Please go ahead and message Pete and April at the Stencil Smith so she can get that out to you. She'll need your address. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Well, like I said, I'll post all the stencils I used, the sizes, the numbers, and then just make sure you go ahead and grab this cute little guy because it's adorable. So cute and so much fun. Grab him while he's on sale. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.